Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Star Wars Dark Side event figure preview video. Before we begin, I want to say a massive thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person and snapping these awesome high-res pictures. Show Ryan some love in the comments below because without him, this series literally would not be possible. If you are looking to pre-order either the normal or artisan version of Dark Empire Luke, they are both available with Pop Collectibles. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before buying. I have popped some links to their site in the description below, along with the discount code Justin's Collection, for 5% off your order if you do decide to buy from them. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button, so you're notified as soon as a brand new Hot Toys Star Wars figure preview video goes live on the channel. Okay, so Dark Empire Luke, what a deep cut. I mean, this look is based off the cover of the Dark Empire comic book series that started in 1992, before I was even born, for crying out loud. So I have literally no connection to this version of Luke. And I think a lot of people are going to be in the same boat, honestly. It's not to say that he doesn't look cool. It's not to say that I don't want him. It's just a very random figure for Hot Toys to make, considering we're still waiting on Bespin Han, Empire Chewie, Empire C-3PO, just a whole bunch of really important original trilogy characters. Maybe even a 2.0 Farm Boy Luke I would have preferred over Dark Empire. Once again, I'm still happy we're getting him, just a weird choice. So, Artisan and sculpted hair. I do have a preference, and it might not be what you think. Based off the prototypes on display, I think one looks better than the other. So in terms of accessories, we do get Darth Vader's lightsaber blade, because the whole vibe here is, as Luke says, my father's path is my own, so this is him kinda sorta cosplaying as Darth Vader. You do get some split-cut gloves. This is very different to what we've seen from previous Darth Vader figures, except for the original A New Hope one. That did have a separate gauntlet and glove, just like this, but there was some weirdness going on with some pleather and some Velcro. Whereas this is all sculpted plastic, and because it's got that really ribbed look and there's a lot of depth in between all of the ribbing, the seam between the hand and the gauntlet shouldn't be as obvious, I hope. Will they include as many gauntlet pieces as they have here? Because sort of one would do the trick, right? Like with Darth Maul? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see when this guy releases. So we do get the swooshing lightsaber blade, but they've gone back to the fan style one for Luke for some reason. I prefer the upgraded one where it's a straight edge, then there's the trail behind it, or in front of it, depending on how you flip it round. The fan ones don't make a ton of sense to me. We do get 2 USB-powered sabers, one for Vader's hilt, and one for Luke's. We do get moving eyes for either the Artisan or the normal one. They both have it. It's not like you're missing out on that feature with either one of them. The display base is that new round cog-style base that we first got with Return of the Jedi C-3PO. They're also going to be using it for some Clone Wars figures and Return of the Jedi Han Solo, and now Luke Skywalker. So, I don't know how to put this, but you see, with Hot Toys, it's always one step forward, a couple of steps back at the same time. So, finally, they've gotten rid of pleather. That's awesome. They specifically say the pants are made of nylon material. But the boots are still pleather. How can you make a conscious decision to not use pleather, but the boots and the base part for the belt? That is pleather, so there are still bits on this guy that are going to deteriorate. Hot Toys themselves, I've spoken to various staff members and Howard Chan, they do watch these figure preview videos. So, guys, please, ditch the pleather. Nobody wants a figure that has an expiry date. Whether it's pants or boots or belt or gloves, it doesn't matter. Nothing should be deteriorating. If you can sculpt the gloves and the crotch piece to look convincingly like it's made of a poofy leather material, you can definitely sculpt the belt and the boots as well. The boots are almost entirely covered by the glossy armor plate shin guard anyway. So you could have done a split cut boot design. Sideshow did it for Vader's boots. We know full well that you can, and you do as well. So cut the shit, ditch the pleather entirely. At least the bodysuit is made of nylon. It's that waxed nylon, so it's got a sheen to it, and it's very wrinkly, and they can add the stitching in, so it's slightly poofy like a puffer jacket. It gives us that padded, ribbed Vader bodysuit look. The only other complaint I have, and I promise we'll move on to the good stuff and stuff I like, we literally have a Darth Vader that's set to come out, the Return of the Jedi one, and we just got one in the Kenobi series Vader that could have benefited from using this style of material. If you had given Vader this material for his bodysuit, knowing full well that you can, because this is what it looks like and it looks bloody brilliant, we could have finally had a Vader that could pose. I am so sick of leaving my Darth Vaders in straight up and down poses, knowing if I did bend his arms or his legs that the suit would tear, there'd be too much pressure on the surface, and there'd be all kinds of hideous delamination. Is there time for them to go and give Return of the Jedi Vader this style suit? Probably. Are they going to do it? I highly doubt it. Now they can make another Darth Vader, this time touting a more durable suit made out of nylon. I sound like I'm being really unreasonable, and I apologize for that. It's just that we've had so many Darth Vader figures, and if they could have given at least one of them this nylon suit, they would have been able to pose so much better than they can now. Okay, let's talk about the Artisan head sculpt. Maybe it's just the styling for this prototype on display, but the promo pics didn't wow me either. I don't like this at all. The hair is very voluminous, it's very big and boofy looking. Yes, there's a decent level of flow to it, and it's parted in the correct way, and the fringe comes down the front, and there's a lot of variation in the color of the strand, so it looks realistic. But I think this is going to be such hard work. You're going to have to do so much futzing to get this to look as good as possible. And if this is that for the artisans at Hot Toys doing the styling before they put this out at an event that thousands, if not tens of thousands of people are going to attend either in person or online via videos like this, I dread to think what mine's going to look like after I'm done with the styling. I'm okay at styling rooted hair, but I'm not fantastic. I don't have the patience. I don't have the correct tools. I might not have the correct product that's meant to be used for this specific style of rooted hair because it's very fine. So, in this instance, I genuinely don't know about Artisan. I am still going to get it because I'm curious to see what it looks like in hand, and then hopefully by making a review on it, y'all can decide whether or not it's worth spending your money on it. If it isn't, well, then, unfortunately, I've wasted a ton of cash buying an Artisan figure that doesn't look as good as the sculpted hair version. Because right now, just based off the prototype, this hair looks so much better. It hugs the face a little bit better, the fringe isn't as crazy looking, and there is nowhere near as much volume. The other unspoken benefit of going sculpted is that if you have the rooted hair one and you want to move the eyes, you have to remove the hair or the back panel and it'll mess up the hairstyle and you'll have to do all of that styling all over again just to have to redo it when you want to move the eyes for a different pose, perhaps. Whereas with the sculpted one, you don't have to stress about that. You take off the hair like a helmet piece, you move the eyes around, job done. So there are benefits of going sculpted, and there are maybe some benefits of going with the Artisan one if it turns out looking better than the prototype on display, and also the promo pictures. Normally there's a downgrade from promo pictures and prototype to the final product, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, I am preferring the look of the sculpted hair one, and I think the likeness is a bit stronger on that because a big part of nailing someone's likeness in 6 scale is also capturing an accurate looking hairstyle. While we never saw Mark Hamill look quite like this, it's a black outfit, it's Mark Hamill, it's supposed to be set after Return of the Jedi, he's got his Return of the Jedi saber, so in my mind's eye, I'm picturing Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, and I see the likeness more with the sculpted hair one versus the Artisan. Might just be me, that's how I feel at this exact moment in time. Now, if you are looking to grab either one, I have popped some links to Pop Collectibles in the description below. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before buying. I've also included the discount code Justin's Collection for 5% off your order if you do decide to buy from them. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.